Hi everyone, well at long last it's time to review this missing sample from Limestone Farms LF Heritage Distilling Company, this select batch 111 proof white label from the Morgan family collection. My friend Tom Morrow, who is the executive bourbon steward of LF Heritage Distilling Company, was kind enough to send me a bunch of samples. 4 samples arrived. The 5th one was this white label. It did unfortunately arrive broken. He was kind enough to send me another one. But a few weeks back, I reviewed the other 4. This is the 5th one. We're going to review this one. And then I did save a little bit for each of those waiting for this. So we'll review this one, and then we're going to do a final ranking of all of them. So we're going to get into this one right now. Quickly, this is the first of the 3 in the Morgan family collection. 111 proof. It's that same common mash bill of most of the others, of 78% corn, 13% rye, 9% malted barley, and it is a blend of 6 to 9 year old bourbons, 6-year-old barrels. Let's get into this one. Okay, so we had this poured up. We did do half the bottle, just like we did with most of the other ones. We pretty much left at least a half to a quarter of them. So beautiful color on this one. I would call this sort of medium color to slightly dark, but a beautiful, I think that's just a beautiful color on that one. Let's give this a nose. Now it's all coming back to me. Now I'm remembering there was some similar nose as we went up in the proofs, but there's some commonality to them. Now what I noticed was the 2 lower proof ones were from the Bloodlines collection. I had thought those had some graininess to them, which I thought was much less, if non-existent, when we went to the higher proofs, which were the Morgan family collection. So let's see if that's consistent. Now, I reviewed the 2 other ones, the small batch, and I think and the one that really blew me away was the private stock. And that's good. That one's going to be hard to beat. But let's see how this is on the palate. Cheers. Ah, it's good. Beautiful legs on the glass, too. Ah, so happy I got to have this this missing one. This is very good. That is nice going down. What I remember, this is very similar to the other ones in the Morgan family collection, specifically the small batch, which was the one right before the private stock. I'm getting brown sugar, baking spice, like a touch of cinnamon in this, fruit. I'm getting a mixture of sweet and spice in this. This is very, very good. A touch of the earthiness, but it was much more prominent in the 2 from the Bloodlines collection. I really like the way this finishes. This is just a bunch of different flavors in this one. This is really good. I really, Tom, very much appreciated that you sent me this again, and I'm very much appreciative that you sent me this and allowed me to sample all of these. So I do like this one. Now I'm going to revisit the other ones that I saved and do a final ranking of everything from. There were none that were bad. Well, we'll go from the best, we'll figure out which order to do it in, but we're going to rank them all right now. Okay, so I have all the samples now, all intact, right in front. And prior to this white label, I had these ranked in the order that I tried them. And basically, again, nothing is bad, but in order from, we'll say this, least, the one I may have liked the least to the one I liked the best. Okay, so number 1, the private stock. I revisited everything. The private stock's not changing. That just it's just off the charts. It's totally special. So that's staying here. And these 2 from the Bloodlines collection are going to stay in the order that I had them. Basically, it's the same order that I tried them. It's really the battle for these 2 right here. So the white label is what I just tried, and then the small batch was part of the Morgan family collection. I reviewed that last time. So it's really, it's kind of this way: first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's really a battle. It's kind of the battle for second place. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. This is the one I just reviewed. It's the select batch, and then right here is the small batch. So I poured what's remaining in here. I thought these were the 2 that really have to have one more battle here. And everything else, all the other places are kind of set. So again, the one I just reviewed, the white label select batch, 111 proof, small batch, 113.6 proof. That's this one. Very, very similar levels, maybe just a little bit more coming out of this one. Let's give the select batch 111 proof a taste. Cheers. Really like that. Let's give the small batch 113.6 proof a taste. Cheers. Just ever so slightly, a little bit more fine taste on this one. Now, just want to point out, just to revisit this, the select batch is a blend of 6 to 9-year-old barrels, and the small batch is a blend of 8 and 9-year-old barrels. So this has the same range of it, but it looks like the predominance of the barrels are older in the small batch. So that may account a little bit, a couple of points proof, extra proof, and overall the barrels are a little bit older in the small batch. So one more time. It's very close. They're both really good, but I'm going to keep them in this order and not going to change them. So the order is exactly in the order that I reviewed them in. I've had my my notes here all along. Just going to just to do this really quick, I will revisit what we had here. So again, Bloodlines collection. This is the complex. The regular straight bourbon whiskey was 95 proof. We'll put that over here. Then the small batch from the Bloodlines collection, 98.4 proof over here. And then got everything here on the sheet here. This is what I was watching the entire time I was doing this. Okay, so then the one we just reviewed, the select batch 111 proof right here. And then second place is the small batch we just reviewed, 113.6 proof. And the winner, which was not surprising, is this private stock, 113.6 proof, but it's got this mash bill. I just want to reiterate it again. It's 70% corn, 10% honeyed wheat, 10% honeyed malted barley, and 10% distiller's malt. That's just ridiculous. So good. This one is the best, but they were all so really, really good. Tom Morrow, thank you again for getting me another of this sample. Thank you for all of these samples. Thank you for the other samples that I'm going to be reviewing after this. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate all the great things that Limestone Farms, LF Heritage Distilling Company is doing. I cannot wait to see all the things to come, and I highly recommend that you follow Tom Morrow, taking down here, as well as Limestone Farms. Great, just some great stuff coming out of there. So cheers, thanks for watching, and I'm going to have other samples that Tom gave me to follow. Thank you, take care, cheers.